beside him. Judas was right beside him. That's all I have to say. Thank you. You can take me out.
Thank you, Tobile. Okay, guys, before just trending news come in, let's do that exercise again. There's 1.3k people on this live. At least 1,000 of us. For the next 5 minutes, let's double tap this screen and see the wonders that are going to happen. So let's go. Double tap for 5 minutes. Just trending news. You can unmute your microphone in the meantime.
Hi everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can. So I'm not going to be too long. I don't really like to get into conspiracy theories much, but I just wanted to speak or to respond rather to, I think his name was Leadership. So I think that because Leadership is in the police department and he works for the police, that somehow maybe his views are a bit skewed and biased. I think what he came here to do was he came here to defend the police, and he made a lot of statements saying something along the lines of the police are not there, the police don't go to clubs, this, that, and the third. And I think that he misunderstood the point of what the lady that spoke before him was trying to say. The lady before him was not trying to say that there was an actual physical presence of the police when AKA got shot, but she was just trying to bring light to everybody and to all of us that the police are somehow always involved, especially when it comes to high-ranking crime, white-collar crime, and crimes that normally are related to very high-profile cases. Guys, even when we take aside, these high-profile cases and we just speak about the normal fraud that happens on a day-to-day basis, corruption, you know that even if you get a parking ticket or you get fined on the road or if you're speeding, that we can actually buy off the police. And it's been proven, it's a known fact that the South African police services are very corrupt. So why would we now not believe that somehow, somewhere along the lines, that they did actually or might have actually had something to do with what happened to AKA? We don't know what happens in these high-ranking offices. We don't know what these high-profile people speak about. We don't really know how the industry works. But what we do know is that our police are very corrupt. What we do know for a fact is that our police do not like working. You go to report a case, they tell you, what must I do about it? You want to get documents stamped or paper certified, they tell you that, they don't have time for that, or they even have an attitude towards you. We all know all of these things about the South African police services. So I think it's very concerning that when it comes to him, he would come on a live and he would defend the police and say the police aren't there, the police don't know anything about that, knowing very well that it's a known fact that South African police are very corrupt in this country. And they've been implicated many times. There's a lady, I just forgot her name, whose case was in the media, I think it was 2 years ago, and that lady was literally a police officer, and she tried to assassinate her entire family. She tried to kill her family by taking out a hit on her sister and actually buying or paying someone to try and burn her sister alive. We all know all of these things. So it's very careless for someone to come on a live and try to deny and gaslight us and tell us that the South African police aren't involved in all of these things and they do work. They don't. They only work when they want to work. They only work when it suits them. They only work when they have something to benefit out of them. And we see it every day. That's just basically what I wanted to say, guys. I just didn't want to be too long. I just had to because Leadership was out of order. He was really out of order, coming to tell us that, the police are working hard and they're all corrupt. We know this, we're not kids at this point. Yeah, thank you very much, Danny.
Thank you. Just trending news. Thanks for popping by. And Tatisi. Tatisi, please unmute your microphone if you can hear me. Okay, it looks like Tatisi cannot hear me. Let's get more people. everyone is partying now. Ngundwane,
What's up, my brother?
I'm good. How are you?
No, I'm good, man. No, I mean, I want to comment on the issue of the late brother, which is AKA that he was the guy that was shown or Shile last week on Friday, which is a sad story for us as a South African, especially the youth, because this guy he was influential person to us. He does a lot of things, especially based on youth. Besides music, because people they know him based on music. He's a singer, he's a producer, so forth. But on my side, I want to say about the South African. I want to comment about the South African police services, especially our minister speaking. It's one of the non-existing person into our country. We have many cases that he never attend, especially the case that recently that happened, which is DJ Somebody, the guy that was well-known singer, DJ, owner, father, brother, nothing happened to that accident that happened to him. So now we currently have the same situation, which is AKA just died last week on Friday, and our police officers, when you read the news or social media, I don't want to go to social media side because there's a lot of prediction on that side, but I want to focus on the police reports that are just recently made by the guy in Tlantla, Kwanas, the one who's based in KZN, who's leading the investigators in KZN about this case. For me, it's very disappointing to have such subs in our country that are not serious about our case, because they're supposed to even arrest someone, even one person or two, even if they are not even arresting anyone, but the report must say something that as a country we should see what there is a progress. But you cannot come to the platform, to the media and say we're still on the process. Those processes, we don't know it. We are not subs, we are not investigators. We don't know anything about how the process they use to investigate. I want to say shout out to all the people who are in TikTokers and those people who are just showing the videos that we are circulating on the TikTok platform, that we can see what happened exactly on Florida Road. I know Florida Road. I'm from Durban. I'm from KZN. I know everything about that place and what exactly happened in that scene. I can even testify, Guti, that was the plan. So if you are law enforcement, you are a professional, you know exactly what you are doing about your job. It's very disappointing to find a leader or a minister coming forward in our media and saying they never arrest anyone in that situation. But when you see the footage, already you can identify the person, even the killer that killed the AKA. That person was there inside the club. So which means that club, they didn't have footage that they can identify the person who killed the AKA. It's very funny and disappointing as a country. So for me, as a guy from KZN, I'm so disappointed about Begitele and Tlantla Mkhwanazi, which is the one who's responsible on this case with other Brigadier. I don't know this guy, Brigadier. I don't know what his surname. but they said this guy is good. But I'm shocked by this time there's no one who's arrested. But to comment on the situation personally, njengomZulu nje wase-KZN is very ubuhlungu kakhulu bhuti wami, because of see country I'm just a citizen of South Africa. I know I'm in one of the department of South Africa as a CA, but I'm so disappointed ukuthi mangavelelwa i-situation efana nale kuzoba buhlungu njengami ukuthi ngisebenzela uhulumeni ngife ngaleya ndlela, ngoba u-AKA is one of the musicians that was well known, not in South Africa, not in Africa, but globally in the world, because the guy uzowafika ngisho kwi-WWE, I think one of the years, I don't remember, years back. So everybody knows this guy. So it's very disappointing ukuthi i-case is simple so. This case is very simple and clear. I think ukuthi mfethu uyabona nje uNhlanhla umkhwanazi uvele uze nama report ukuthi they are still investigating, basa investigator in terms of ama track ama call records, footage and other stuff. He mentioned a lot of things which is, for me, it's unnecessary, my brother, because of as a CA I know what rule should I follow or process should I follow if I want to investigate about maybe there is a stolen money, or when I'm auditor masipala or in auditor one of the government procurement. I know the process that I should follow, and it's easy for me identify quickly with okay how much that I need to with my team that we can discover okay when a fraud will a department, how much was lost, how much is not found, you understand, then we do those reports. But as a police officer, it's very sad if you come up with that information and say there is information that you need to disclose to the family, because this is a public figure thing, it's not a private thing. So if ufana nami, it was a different story ukuthi okay maybe mhlawumbe mabenza ama investigation wabo, it was
thank you
it can be best to my family only. I'm sorry ngikhathekile kancane my brother, ne kube ne load shedding where I am right now. I'm in Johannesburg, so kune load shedding. So
okay.
For me,
no,
it's
thank
very
you so much. Sorry, I can't
it's good one. Yes.
Oh, good one. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So let me conclude a bit. Let me just conclude everything. So into engayisho bhuti wami ukuthi I think this platform is uvule iplatform efana nale enabantu aba more than 1K. If there is one of uma officials esabs mhlambe okuposition engathi better, I think it's very important ukuthi izinto eziso guys we have to see report and see veze so that sizosizakala as a country, because of thina as a youth right now we are still in a process ukuthi we are still young and we are still learning a lot of things, especially about umthetho, South African law.
Yeah.
You understand?
And
about
siyabonga.
Yeah. Hello?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much.
Sharp.
Thank you.
User Lungile, can you hear us? User Lungile, can you hear us? User, for the last time, can you hear us?
User Lungile.
No, I think she's not sure what is happening. Let me remove her. Sebenzile, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but Sanbona.
Okay. Okay, before you speak.
Angeke ndize ndibe mude kakhulu mina ndizawukhomenta nje befuna ukhomenta ngela sikhathi u-leadership ebekhona andiyazi noma bengathi umuntu ofana naye as a policeman bengathi yena ebefamba ahlale lapha ezantsi angaveli agibele iqonga athethe as a policeman because ngicing ukuthi ikanti nengxaki ne-policeman.
Yeah.
So as a policeman mina bengeke comment bengizawuhlala emuva lapha comment maybe la ezantsi khona so ke kuye kwenzeka ukuthi ndingene a little bit later but can understand ukuthi there is a lot of people kwando kwipanel nabamileyo yabona indlela bethetha ngayo ubhuti yeah it was incorrect andizazi uzicabanga kanjani